All right, the time has come. If you've been watching the Last Spell series, you will know that there is a holy grail that we are trying to accomplish here, and that is we are trying to complete a run of the last spell with none of our heroes acquiring a single kill. So this is a goal that is only attainable on one of the maps, as you need to be able to set up static defenses before the first night in order to be able to stand a chance, because otherwise you literally just have your heroes and the bad guys, which means Glintfine is the only one that could potentially be, and it looks like I was doing some testing on this, so we're going to have to clear out a few omens. And there we go. When I do things like, when I do a lot of my homework and research, I need to turn on boundless mode so that I can get lots of things. But so, the things we will absolutely are non-negotiable is we're going to need Omen of Siege. We're going to need Omen of the Engineer. I think we're probably going to need Housing. But things get a little weird after that. So, I'm tempted to take Sturdiness. Tempted to take Talent, probably not so much. Advanced Training, probably not. Strangely enough, Focus seems interesting. There's been a lot of discussion on our on the channel about reliability, but in this particular challenge, where we need to be very precise with the damage that we're doing, that could have some value. I think walls may be strangely important. We may want to toss in a walls upgrade. We might want to. We'll see. We'll see where things come out. Traps, I think, could also be particularly useful. I mean, if we go full traps, maybe we skip walls. We go full defenses. I think we will be going for corpse strats just because we're gonna need the economy. So Omen of Housing, I think, could be good here. I'm eyeing Omen of... Hey, WRU. Plan is a no-kill run. So I am going to try to beat the last spell with all of my heroes having zero kills. Something that is only possible on Glintfine. So to that end, maybe that last slot gets to be Omen of Scavenger to get our economy going a little bit extra. So that would mean we got Siege, Engineer, Trap Efficiency, Trapper, Omen of Housing, Omen of Dexterity, Omen of Sturdiness, because I think we're going to have to tank some, especially on the early nights. And then Omen of the Scavenger. Do we want Omen of Sturdiness? Is that the... Hard to say. Omen of Bursting Flesh might just be fun, but I think we'll go for Omen of Scavenging. We'll call it here. And we are going to be going for the base difficulty. We're not that crazy. So let's get into it with this setup, and we're going to see if we can do a no-kill run. We're going to have to be very careful. This is going to require a lot of mental overhead, because I'm going to have to be paying attention to damage ranges and crit ranges. I think it's going to be a little tricky. Go APOC 6. Cruel and unusual. So weapons that I think are particularly good for this challenge are Tome of Secrets. Ironic, I know. But Tome of Secrets I think is going to be very good, and I think Sledgehammer is going to be reasonably good if we can get some stun percentage. And then I think Hand Crossbow, because it is going to be doing relatively little damage, that we can add some control with. But let's see. I think the way to think about this night, from my perspective, or this run, is we're going to build our standard ballista ring. So maybe we start with that. So Druid Staff for the snare, yes, but the poison is going to be very dangerous, so we won't be able to use that. So let's see. So if we're, this corner is probably going to be our most effective ballista. Put one over here, put one over here, then we can do... All right, might have been worth going for the seasoned operator upgrades. That might have been wise now in hindsight, but we'll start with that. And then I do think, do we want to get the shop so we can start getting our weapons sorted? It's probably not a bad idea, but I don't know that we need to do it. And maybe we're better off getting housing going. So we could put one here, and then one there. So that means that technically I think this is the best that we can do. I'm trying to figure out, how many houses do we have to build? We have 5 houses. So we need to go, we can go 2 on this side, 3 on this side. And if we're going 3 on this side, maybe 1. Actually, getting houses on this first night, though, is probably a very silly thing to do, isn't it? Because we have nothing to use the workers on. Actually, yeah. I want to, this is a rare thing, but I think I want to make sure we get our start just right. So I'm actually going to call this a false start, and we're going to try again. Because there's little room for error. We need every ounce. Yeah, so we should build houses on night 2. Night 1, I think, should be focused on that. Oh, we got ourselves a tome. I don't mind that, and a hand crossbow. I think we just got all 3 of the weapons I mentioned as valuable, so that's interesting. All right, so this time we're getting it over here. I think it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then just 2 on this side. And then our most central ones are going to get upgraded to seasoned operator. Okay. Better. So we're not going to make any houses. Do we want to build a shop? There's certainly an argument for it. This is always the place that I would put it. Yeah, so why don't we get ourselves a shop? We're certainly going to need to get gear. We're also going to need to meet our characters. Let's do that now. See what they have going on. Yes, this is Glintfine, and we're going to try and get no kills. Wolf. That's the plan. All right, so we got ourselves a... This could be a multi-hit build. We do need some people who are going to be able to pump some damage. I think I want everyone to have defensive training, though. So I may end up dismissing Keon. Because I think we're going full Fortress Master. We're gonna need that. So, all right. Imagine killing the zombie horde. Visualize killing the zombie horde. Okay, so I think you're getting dismissed, even though I really like your skills. But let's try this. So, okay, so you're gonna be, I like you for stunning. Hey, Dim. And I like you for damage dealing. Yeah, you have Mana Collector and Big Game Hunter. You don't have Magic Fuel, unfortunately. So we don't want to go for like a mana growth type of thing. I think cherry picking is surprisingly good in this context. So Miguel here, who is a bounty hunter trained and tough, very nice, is going to grab cherry picking, XP perks, and then runic gift is good. We do also have a momentum build available here. I think we need to go for it. I think the value of a momentum hero is pretty significant here. So let's see, what does that mean, our last point goes into. We don't have nimbleness available. Leapfrog is pretty decent on momentum heroes. We'll grab that. Well, I mean, we usually have other ways to get around. Actually, momentum heroes benefit a lot from Lone Wolf. So we'll go with this. And Miguel is going to be M. Miguel for momentum. Then Keon. Keon is getting dismissed. Do we need them for the first night? No, I don't think so. Yes, that's right. We are dismissing before the first night here. We'll see if that plays to our advantage. Jailer, Straggler, and Expert. I mean, I like Expert. What's going on with this flashy thing here? Has this always been here? Or is this a graphical thing? I don't remember that cutting through. But all right, so Keon gets the boot. Good riddance. And then here we have Dudley. So Dudley's going to be a stunner, I think. So we'll go stun. We'll go defensive training. I think Elderlicht is the harder map. I will agree with that wholeheartedly. We'll go longer range and Lone Wolf. We'll go... I don't think I like Bully very much. Then for the final one, we'll go Fortress Master. We will go Exploit. And we'll go Big Game Hunter. And does that change anything on this mid-tier where I'm having trouble coming up with a vision? Not really. This is quite the dud of a middle set here. So we'll go back for Nimbleness. And we are going to be using traps, so maybe resupply is the play. Now, because you are using the hammer, we'll give you hammer hand crossbow. This looks like it's trash. We'll swap that for that. These pants, no. This leather hat is quite decent. And then we'll swap that because we like having the block. Okay, so we have the ability to sell. So let's get that going on. And then I really like tomes because Weakening Curse is going to be great for us. So I think I'll probably pick up one of these two tomes. Ooh, that is rough, Miko. That is a tough one. That's a bitter pill to swallow for sure. So let's see. So I think we'll do this and we'll do this. Now you as the stunner are going to be over here and you're going to be over here. And I think we just, do we save our money? I think we probably save our money. We don't need, yeah, we'll just save the remainder of our money. But as a reminder, this is a 0 kill run. Apocalypse 5 things start to get painful for sure. That is the last big difficulty. And endless mode, where you can get to like 20 or 30 nights. I mean, any of the boss waves you can technically go endless on, Dim Dam. But let's give this a go. Let's see what we can do here. 8% experience. There's some part of me that's like, if we stack more XP, that could be good. But for now, I think we will, we're just going to have to take it on the chin on this first night and not get a lot of XP. But let's get this going and see what our first attempt looks like. Now, best case scenario, we see a bunch of elites. Worst case scenario, we see a bunch of bulkies. Okay. Now, you aren't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Should be good there. Okay, we know we're doing damage here. We just need to proceed with caution. I guess we'll keep the weakening curse going, because why not? So he's gonna move to here. We need to move back a bit, and then same over here. I think we might as well start stacking up. I mean, I think the run is just over at that point, Lo. Maybe, do I end stream? Just throw my hands up in the air in rage and give up? I don't think we can do 200. Okay. That's gonna have to be good enough. Yeah, we're gonna try very hard not to let that happen. I'm gonna keep debuffing resistance in hopes that we get... And we can take some hits. So let's do that. And then over here, same deal. I mean, so far so good. So this is the stinky thing. How did this guy not die? Wait, actually, genuine question. How is this guy at full health? Did this ballista not fire? Alright, well. I don't know, but... It's not good for business, that's for sure. I'm getting a really good handle on the sound that weakening curse makes. That's about all there is to say about that. We're gonna take a lot of panic. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's actually, this is gonna be interesting because I'm not convinced that all by their lonesome we have enough damage with the ballistas. We may need to do more softening than I initially expected, but we'll see. It may be low. It may be. Yeah, especially on this side, I am feeling a bit like I feel like this side isn't firing at all. Am I crazy? The problem is anything we do here is a kill if it crits, so we really can't risk. I may have to come over this way to try to protect things. Okay. The other thing is we may need to take leapfrog, I'm realizing, because we don't have any way to kill things to free up space, which is a very interesting dilemma. Okay, we'll block here. We're still in it. We're still in it. This hero is potentially going to weaken themselves. Or I guess this hero, if they put the weakening curse here, will. This is certainly interesting. Hey, Bruno. Yes, Leapfrog allows you to leap over heroes. Or, excuse me, leap over zombies. Yes, that is its purpose. Okay, so I guess we're gonna need to protect this. Okay. Last spell's taken a bit of a chomp. Sturdiness is paying good dividends, though, I will say. Starting to think that maybe this this bulky is going to be our undoing. To nobody's surprise, I would say. Let's just block here, I think. You still can't move. This is more of an issue than I expected it to be. Bruno, the rules today are 0 kills. No kills on any heroes. Okay, there's the stun. We kind of knew that was coming. The stun's going to be a big problem because there's a bunch of baddies that we don't have. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm not sure where the best place for me to be is. Like, I think we're going to lose our shop. But I'm more concerned about losing ballistas. But I guess we'll just do that. Like, we're not taking a ton of last spell damage. I don't think this is completely hopeless. But I think right now the biggest thing that is hurting us is the lack of leapfrog. So this is why we do this science. I'm not mad at it, but I think we might be okay. Just because we seem to be killing everything that's getting to the last spell, at least so far, except for this one guy here. He seems to be invincible. He's just standing in that corner doing his thing. We're probably, yeah, we'll lose the shop. I mean, if we lose the shop, that's not the end of the world. Losing ballistas, I'm a little more concerned about. So if I move you back one, can I don't like just hitting this one guy, but like, I think we need to do something like that, and then... Well, I'm completely surrounded, but this could be a lot more catastrophic than it currently is. I'm just observing. Like... Like, it seems like we have just enough to almost protect the last spell. This guy didn't get killed. He's going to break our ballista. So losing the ballistas is very, very bad. So there's a couple things that I think I'm learning, which is always good. We like learning. So our hero can move again. That's exciting times. Oh wait, did this ballista not get broken? Whoa. I mean, I think that it will this turn. I can move to here, though, to maybe protect it a little bit. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, let's keep going. At the moment, we have yet to lose a ballista, which is semi-miraculous. Okay, perfect. Ballista's still alive. Yeah, so I think what we may want to do is we may want to put the ballistas along the back edge rather than the front edge. Which, I mean, that increases the... That decreases the damage that they get on the front end, but... Uh-oh. That's going to be a lot of last spell damage. Okay, the ballista has fallen. The first ballista has fallen, which is not the end of the world, but... We're down to 3. Yeah, we only lost 1, which isn't terrible, but... Have I considered attacking the zombies? That seems like a coward's way out, Lo. Rifle is an interesting one. Yeah, maybe that's the path we need to take. The fact that we're still alive, though, is kind of hilarious. Like, if we... The problem, I think, that we're facing right now, among other problems, we're facing a lot of problems, if I'm being honest, but probably the biggest single problem, I probably shouldn't be potentially weakening cursing my own team, but yeah, leapfrog was a huge problem because we got locked in place. $23 on the last spell. Yeah, I think we're going to lose. Yes, I did take the extra supply omen. Okay, losing another ballista is very bad for business. Yeah, I think we lose this one. Okay, well, we don't take on these challenges because they are easy. We take them on because they are hard, etc., etc. Any way to... There's not really a way that I can distract over here. So I guess we just... This will be the end of it, yeah. Okay, So I like the idea of rifles. I think that may be an integral part of things. I mean, I thought it was pretty close. And look at that, 1200 essence. Put it on the essence pile. Okay. Yeah, so long term, right, the big challenge here is going to be the bosses that we're going to have to whittle down and then kill with catapults, which is like my least favorite concept I think I've ever had. Okay, but so things we need to change. I think sturdiness was doing us really a lot of benefit. I think we're going to end up using traps in the long run. So maybe Omen of the Scavenger, maybe we can get away without Omen of Sturdiness. And trade Omen of Sturdiness for Omen of Leaps. Let's try that. Yes, it does increase the damage of catapults, Jeff. It's going to be an insane pain in the butt, Miko. The plan is to use tomes to debuff the resistance of the bosses, and then use Fortress Master to buff up the catapult damage. But it's going to be, like, extremely not fun. That is my fear. Maybe we don't care about trap efficiency. Because if we don't take trap efficiency, then we can take sturdiness. Yes, we could go with more materials, but I think we can get through night number 1 without spending the omen points on that, and I'd rather not if I can. Human Ballista gets kills, Miko, so we can't use it. The kill is attributed to the hero. All right, we failed our first attempt. No surprises there. This one's going to take a few things. This time around, we're rocking the same Siege, Engineering, and Trapper. We dropped trap efficiency to pick up Leapfrog. We have Scavenging, Dexterity. Do we need Dexterity? Dexterity is, yeah, we don't need Dexterity because we don't care about accuracy, I don't think. So we can pick back up trap efficiency then. That seems like a good idea. So they're all going to be defensively minded, Bruno. That's the vision. So they're going to get a ton of experience from this, and they're hopefully going to be very high level, which means they're going to be dealing a ton of damage. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick up a lot of reliability in hopes that that helps out as well. Okay, so we're going to build a shop like we did last time, but we're going to be looking for some different things. Of course, none of the weapons we want are available here, but we'll start with that. Stu, so I use Glintfine as my testing bed. So when I make my videos, like the corpse piles videos or things like that, and I need to go into the game to see the stats or take screenshots of a particular perk or something like that, I go in and I just reset over and over again until I get the stuff. Like when I did the weapons tier list, I had to get a level 1 version of every weapon to screenshot, which was unsurprisingly annoying. So let's see. So I was thinking about going on the other side, but I think I'm going to still do 1, 2, 3, 1, and then this one and this one will get Seasoned Operator. Now let's see. Do I want... So this sledge is cheap, so I'll pick it up. Well, actually, let's look at our heroes before we go any further. Okay, so we got defensive here, no defensive, defensive. So we're gonna... Claire is gonna get retired. Yeah, no trinket slot was annoying anyways. As a side note, I did some runs where I only had one hero. Actually, that might be smart here. It might be smart to only pick the best of these two heroes to really amp up the XP. Someone who has defensive training and avid learner, which would mean that would be Casper only. Maybe we go solo hero here, so we catapult them into the stratosphere. We could kill Layla a little later on, but let's roll the dice with this. I'm gonna try dismissing 2. So Casper versus the Horde. I think Druid Staff is good, and let's try and find ourselves a rifle, because I think that idea was a solid one. Druid Staff with an action point on it could be interesting. We could also just go for stun, but we're not gonna... We do have stunning, but we're not gonna have it this turn. The perk one could be good. No, so Bruno, this is the only city where you get a production phase at the beginning to build ballistas. So this is the only map where it's possible to get a pacifist run. Any other map, the only damage you have on night 1 is from the hero. So that is the context. Oh man, game is really being cruel and unusual with the lack of rifles. I'm gonna roll one more time, but wow. Okay. Okay, game. I see you. Mana Crystal is good, though. Mana Crystal is exceptionally good. So we'll grab that. And then is there anything else here that has... No, I think we're going Sledgehammer here with the other one, which is not the ideal, but at least we can use roots twice every turn. The longbow stun does do damage, yes. I mean, so does the other one. And then I guess more energy pots potentially. Well, are we going to be able to even use up our abilities? Probably not, but we'll see. This is going to be interesting. We're going to be heavily relying on the Druid Staff to just snare everybody. So let's give it a go. Now, there is one version of this knight that comes with a boatload of elites. Okay, this is already a better wave for us. Believe it or not. So let's see. This is the nastier side, so I'm gonna come over here. Okay, we don't have anything on the first knight. I probably should have biased us in this direction. But runners are weirdly, in this one situation, very good news for us. And because we have the mana crystal, we can kind of endlessly snare. We don't have to worry about running out. See, we're gonna come like across this way and grab this crew, and then I'll run back like this. We don't have enough skill range to really make that work, but now let's see. I'm going to get this set, and then I'm hoping that I can get over to get these gargoyles. There we go. Third time's the charm. All right. And then we're going to need to come back over this way for sure. It concentrates the XP more, Bruno. So if we survive, we're going to have a very high level hero. That is the thinking. But we'll see. We may be overly ambitious with this one. We'll see. So step over one like this, I can get that, and then come around this way. I'm particularly worried about the bats because they have a high resistance, so, and they're apparently going to take forever to kill, so. Let's see, you guys aren't moving that far. Okay, we can ignore them for the moment. And I think this corner is the next one. Oh yeah, we do have acid spray too, don't we? I don't think acid spray does much good for us. It really is only good for stripping armor. But I think our ballistas are already getting through that. Okay, I think I stay on the corner here. And then I guess we might as well toss out some stuns. Okay, these bats are super duper annoying. I think I'm going to do one acid spray. Actually, and I don't want to move all the way to there. Let's move to like here, because I'm going to just slap those like that, and then I'll just body block here. We are out of mana. Illustrious, this is a pacifist run. So our goal is to not kill any of the enemies with our heroes. Which is going to prove to be about as fun as you would expect it to be. So now we're at the point where we're getting very little benefit out of our snares. Okay, getting that one isn't bad, but we're also in need of replenishing some mana. I think we're still looking for the strat on night one here. because these bats are just going to be uncontrolled because these ballistas will never target the bats. Can I? I mean, I can soften them up, but if the ballistas don't target them, we're kind of out of luck here. And our stuns are not reliable enough. So not that many more because there is a maximum. Oh, I love this. This is just such a perfect thing. Jump over not allowing you to jump over ballista is just such a weird bug that I wish they would fix. Because we're stuck in this little corner here unless we jump to here, which is not great. So if we want to get out, we have to do that. It's pretty suboptimal. I just snared myself, which probably isn't helping the situation. But yeah, I think we're gonna start losing stuff, unfortunately. I'm starting to think that my idea around having our hero, I think we're stuck. No, I can go out the backside here. That's the only option, though. Our idea about having the ballistas on the back edge, I think, might be really smart. Because I think that one of the things... So, the omen of Engineer, what it does with the ballistas is it causes them to hit one and have splash damage that goes to the person behind them. The problem is whenever we get an enemy between, this ballista shoots here and then wastes its second action. So I think we need to pivot away from that and try something new there. I think this one is just a loss, which is okay. This is the only place we can jump out to, so I guess I will do that. So we're rocking Siege, Engineering, Trapper, Housing, Scavenging, Leaps, Sturdiness, and Trap Efficiency, which is a very long-term aggressive play. Unconvinced that it is correct, but yeah, we're wasting a lot of Engineer hits there. And I mean, the bats flanking around is obviously going to be a problem for this one. Because we're stuck in a situation where we literally can't get any damage in on these back units that flanked around. I guess I needed to be more aggressive with my snares. But I think this is probably the end of the night. No? 18. We've lost one ballista, which is not the end of the world, but every ballista we lose is bad for business. Yeah, and as long as these are here, we're not getting much value. Yeah, Industrious Lux, we talked about it. I'm first experimenting with strategies that have us be stronger in the late game rather than focusing on things that benefit us in the early game. Because getting through this night, I do not think is the most difficult piece of the equation. So I don't want to... I never noticed there's like a steaming hole in the ground there. That's interesting. But yeah, so I don't want to... Like, it's the same reason I'm killing off the heroes, right? I could definitely do things that would benefit us more in the early game, like more resources for more ballistas, etc. But I think we're already missing out. Like, I don't think we're playing optimally, and I would like to get things going optimally first. So I still like what we got going on here. I think this is an okay set of omens. All right, we go